Hello and welcome to Levant TV Headlines. A bomb blast targeting a police checkpoint has killed one civilian and wounded two others, including a 12-year-old boy near Egypt's second city of Alexandria. The head of a UN inquiry into the 50-day war in Gaza last year has resigned after Israel accused him of a conflict of interest. Saudi Arabia has beheaded a convicted Jordanian drug smuggler, bringing to 18 the number of foreigners and locals executed in the kingdom this year. British Prime Minister David Cameron has defended the decision to fly the Union flag at half-mast after the death of Saudi's King Abdullah on the grounds that intelligence from the kingdom has saved British lives. And French police have arrested 8 people suspected of involvement in an alleged network that sent people to Syria to wage jihad. Now let's take a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting with the Egypt Independent, which leads, reporting that Cairo airport officials have heightened security measures after police found 2 bombs in different terminals of the city's main airport. The paper also reports that Health Ministry spokesperson Hossam Abdel Ghaffar says the hepatitis C drug Sovaldi will be available on the market in May. From Lebanon, the Daily Star leads, reporting that families of the 25 Lebanese servicemen being held hostage by jihadis on the northeastern border criticized the government for failing to update them on developments in their case, threatening to resume blocking roads unless they receive answers. The paper also reports that Health Minister Wael Abu Faour has called on the Prosecutor General to investigate increasing complaints about medical errors being committed in Lebanese hospitals after the order of physicians failed to take action. From the UAE, the Khalij Times leads, reporting that an Egyptian court has confirmed death sentences against 183 men convicted of killing 16 policemen in a town near Cairo in August 2013, as Egypt's ousted President Mohamed Morsi faces a new espionage trial on February 15th. The paper also reports that Bahraini authorities have suspended a television channel owned by Saudi billionaire Prince Al-Awad bin Talal 18 hours after its launch, following an interview it broadcast with an aide to a Bahraini opposition leader. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines from the UK papers. The Telegraph leads its Middle East news, reporting that ISIS jihadists have been driven more than 6 miles from the Syrian border town of Kobani by Kurdish fighters and American bombing raids, a week after being defeated in the battle for the town. Monitors of the civil war and Kurdish leaders both say that Islamic State is putting up little resistance as it withdraws from the town on the Syria-Turkey border. The Guardian leads its Middle East news, reporting that Mohamed Fahmy, one of the 2 Al Jazeera journalists still held in Egypt, could be freed within hours after renouncing his Egyptian citizenship. Fahmy's brother said the journalist, who is also Canadian, was told to give up his nationality or his freedom. The Independent leads its Middle East news, reporting that the head of a committee appointed to investigate last summer's conflict between Israel and Gaza has resigned in wake of Israeli allegations of bias. William Shabas, a professor of international law at London's Middlesex University, said he had become the huge target of malicious attacks after it emerged that he undertook consultancy work for the Palestine Liberation Organization in 2012. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines in the international papers. Germany's Deutsche Welle reports that recently freed Australian Al Jazeera journalist Peter Grest called his release from prison in Egypt a rebirth, but voiced angst for his colleagues. Egyptian Baher Mohammed and Egyptian-Canadian Mohamed Fahmy, other Al Jazeera journalists arrested with Grest, remain imprisoned. And finally, from China, the Global Times reports that Iran's senior nuclear negotiator, Abbas Araghchi, says the missile program of the Islamic Republic is not included in the nuclear talks between Iran and the world powers, adding that Iran will not allow the topic to be included in the nuclear talks in the future either. And for more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.